everyone, Bernard here. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and welcome to the Citizen channel. We have episode 14 of the One City Show, where we have a look at social media, the fans, City themselves. I don't do any gossip or rubbish on transfer rumours and stuff like this. There's enough of that rubbish flying around. This is just all as factual as I can make it. So stuff you might have seen or might have missed, more likely might have missed. There's loads of stuff, isn't there, to keep an eye out on Facebook and Twitter. Have a look on there and see what's going on with City fans, etc. So please enjoy this episode 14. Got a great little thing at the end as well. Hopefully you'll enjoy that. So please, if you're new to this channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications, and there's links on screen, of course, for my Facebook and Twitter, and also a little website where I do little movie posters, stuff like that from the 90s and 2000s. If that's of any interest, some other stuff on there as well, moviegamenostalgia.com. And of course, you'll check the playlist. There's stuff for my film and TV channel as well. So if you want to have a rest from football, have a scoot over there. But there's loads of things on City, as you know. If you're regular, we've just gone over the 1,000 subscriber mark. Absolutely fantastic. My thanks to everyone for that. It's wonderful. So let's go on. Let's get on to the 2,000. Let's get it. Let's smash it out of the park, as you say. Anyway, all your comments are very welcome. And please send your stuff in, your images. Might give you a few ideas here today as we go through these. Send all your stuff in, and I can put them on a future episode of the One City Show. And if you can give us a little thumbs up, fantastic. Right, let's get on with it. It's a busy day today. City images past and present. That first one, I probably have seen that before. Obviously, that's about 1967-68, of course, the old warehouse type frontage of the main stand, which was as it was when I first went to my first games in 65-66 at Main Road. But it's great, very daunting, wasn't it? A very, very daunting facade, wasn't it? Even when he got to the before it was knocked down, obviously they tried to spruce it up a little bit, but there's only so much you could do with that foreboding thing, wasn't there? So well, that was a great image. I thought I'd share that with you. Yeah, Scott Hoolin, I think he was on, could have been on Facebook. This I'm not too sure. I think it was Facebook. Great image of Skip there, wasn't it? I haven't seen that one before, and I love those little FA Cups, don't you? I know they used to have them in the trophy room at Main Road. I've been in the boardroom, etc. Used to have the trophies in there, and they used to have those sat there in the cabinet or on the shelves. I don't think they had cabinets, just shelves, I think, from memory. I can't remember now. It's a long time ago since I was in the boardroom at Main Road, but that was a great image of Tony Buck Skip there, so thought I'd share that with you. And an interesting one there, David Harris on Facebook. Yeah, an image of a guy called Ron Ashworth. If he's still with us, not too, obviously it was the 1970s, this, wasn't he? So yeah, he may still be with us, but what a great suit that is with Manchester City woven in it. That's it might be a bit warm on sunny days like today, but a fantastic image of Ron Ashworth there. As I say, it's probably the 70s. How old would you think he was there? In his 20s, so he could still be with us. Obviously, I was a teenager in the 70s, so be a little bit older than me. Of course, he'll still be with us, hopefully. But yeah, look, great image of Ron Ashworth sent in by David Harris there. Onto the City website. Yeah, City under-21s have been drawn against Rotherham, Doncaster Rovers and Scunthorpe in the group stages of the Papa John's Trophy. There's a good one. And we're in Group E of the northern section of the competition, and the top two sides from each group progress to the knockout stages, maintaining a regional split to it until there's only 4 clubs left from each area, of course. So that's of any interest. I know a lot of City fans do go to them games, which is fantastic. And Soccer Age, yeah, it's not something I ever watched, because it's all very, for me, because it was at Old Trafford, it was all very United-fied, wasn't it, with the fans and the players, etc. But obviously it's coming to the Etihad, so it'll be interesting to see, won't it? And of course we've got trying to squeeze in a few City names, aren't we? Nigel de Jong has just been announced, obviously, to play for the City team, and I've had a few fans saying, oh, well, I'll go and watch that now just to see de Jong play again. But still far too many United fans and ex-players involved, in my opinion. I'm sort of like that, whether I'd be interested in going, to be honest. It's not something at this point in time I'd want to go, but it'd be nice to boo Ollie Moores, wouldn't it, and the Nevilles and Rooney and Usain Bolt. He's a United fan, isn't he, etc, etc. So it'd be nice to boo them buggers, wouldn't it? But And Patrice Evra, yeah, Evra's was giving it after the Champions League, wasn't he? So yeah, it'd be great. But I don't know what sort of mix it'll be. Will it be mostly City fans? I'm not too sure. It'll be interesting. But as you say, it's been at Old Trafford for so many years. But obviously they can't keep having it there. It's falling apart, isn't it? It'd probably get rained on if they went there. If it was a wet day. But there you go. That's Saturday the 4th of September. So I think the tickets are fairly cheap on behalf of UNICEF, of course. So keep your eyes out for that. And of course, City in CITC, City in the Community, 26 life-saving defibrillators, yeah, to local clubs to Mark Vivian for his 18th anniversary of his tragic death. So, yeah, they'll be donated to clubs neighbouring the Etihad Stadium who are currently unable to access the devices at their training sessions on match days. So the areas include Ancoats and Beswick, Ardwick, Clayton and Openshaw, Gorton and Abbeyhate and Longsight. Commenting on the joint initiative from Manchester City and City in the Community, head of CITC, Mike Geary, said, "We are passionate about helping the people of Manchester enjoy football in a safe environment and are actually aware of the importance of access to defibrillators." It's a wonderful, fantastic gesture. I mean, more the merry. Let's get some more out there, eh? And the City store, yeah, is closed from, as I'm recording, this has gone out now, is be closed from Sunday the 27th of June, which is as I'm put this out there for you. And it will shut for 2 weeks, obviously, with the new kits, etc., etc., and will reopen on 10th of July 2021. So don't be going down there after the 28th of June, because it won't be open, so you'll have a waste of time. Yet to a City's August Premier League fixtures have been selected for live screening. Of course, the Spurs game, no surprise there, has been moved to Sunday the 15th of August with a 4:30pm kickoff. Well, it'll be going down to London, having to get back for work the next day. Bit of a pain, but there you go. That's what we're used to it by now, aren't we? And the home fixture with Arsenal remains on Saturday 28th of August. I mean, I will be working, but I'll have to make sure I finish early because hopefully we'll be able to go, won't we, in these home games. A kickoff time of 12:30pm, so dinner at lunchtime, that one, on BT Sport, that game. So there's two fixtures. No doubt more will be changed over the coming weeks and months. Yeah, Blues in Business, at Blues_business. Yes, we always give a plug for any of their guys that have been featured on Twitter, and it's obviously to support your small local business who are suffering badly due to COVID. That's what it was all set up for. Give that site a follow, and obviously it's all city-linked firms and families of City fans, etc., etc. Small businesses that have obviously struggled at this time, haven't they? So couple of new ones this week. We've got Cakes and Brownies by Fern. Yeah, they're always up for that one. The Hidden Kitchen in Openshaw. You can seek out a Facebook account or DM me. I can give you further details for that by Fern. So that's Cakes and Brownies by Fern, the Hidden Kitchen. So if you put in the Hidden Kitchen, you should find that. If you have any problems with any of these, just give us a shout and I can point in the right direction. 365 Clean at 365 Clean 1. Yeah, Aaron, I think it is. His cleaning business. He specialises in pubs, restaurants, cinemas, offices. That Aguero wall that has now been stripped down, I saw on the other day. They've took it down. I thought it was up there permanently. A bit surprised by that. But yeah, that Aguero wall belonged to one of their clients. So that's 365 Clean at 365 Clean 1. That's Aaron, a big City fan. So seek them out if you can make use of their services. Of course, and all the, I mean, this has been out there for a while, but I just noticed it on Blues in Business at Prestige Car _rep. Yeah, a big City fan, of course. He's used to sponsor Ian Cheeseman, didn't he? I think at one stage. Chadderton Oldham is based, isn't he, for car servicing and repairs. He gets lots of testimonials and stuff like that. So if you're in that area and you want a City fan to go and get your car done, it's a very reliable guy there. And the next one is another cakey one. Yeah, I've got more cakey ones this week. Nice Buns at Nice Buns Bakers. There you go. Wholesale craft bakery based in Cheadle with a great ultimate treat box. So yeah, very interesting. Give them a shout. Nice Buns at Nice Buns Bakers. So as I said, you can DM them obviously on Twitter. And at Lilypod1803 owns Amazing Scents, offering fragrances to help create the perfect aroma for you and your home. You can DM her for a link to her web shop as well, at Lilypod1803. So there you go. Whether she sort of does them to order and stuff like that, have a look anyway. See what that's. So it's not sort of film I'd be that interested in, but I'm sure some of you are out there. And Neil Desperandum runs Right at Home. Yeah, at Neil Desperandum provides care at home as on a one-off basis or 24-hour care. So obviously again links to City there. So at Neil Desperandum. You're after some just a one-off thing to go in and do something as a one-off or permanent or regular thing, then give that a check out. And I said a couple, didn't I? There's a few. Miss Hellenius, see what she did there? Miss Hellenius Gifts, yeah, for Home and Hound. There you go. So I've seen City shirts on dogs and stuff like this on the site. Obviously at Miscellaneous, some great doggy bandanas for the Euros that were put out obviously about a week ago when obviously after the last episode I did of this. So yeah, give that a look. So if you like little gifts for your football themed gifts for your little doggy or your big doggy or whichever doggy it is, I'm sure Miss Hellenius Gifts will sort you out on that. So give them a check. And also don't forget these others that we've featured in past vlogs. We've got handmade cards from at Pickled Ginger 2. You've got at Bluefellas247 who've got a little shop on eBay. You've got handmade baby gifts and clothing kindcraftshop.etsy.com or DM at Chanel_Missy for information on that. Mosaics, yeah, mosaics, fantastic mosaics from at Sky Blue Bint. And carpets, yeah, carpets at the Carpet Man M22. And we never forget, do we? We always give a mention. The Ginger Wig, of course, at the Ginger Wig for everything City, from mugs to jigsaws, whatever you want. So, and if you're out there and you want to mention, give us a shout as well. If you're not, or go on that Blues in Business, get sorted out on there as well. And of course, we can't go without mentioning Gary James, can we? Dr. Gary James. At last, he's got his sort of pallet full of books that he's just had delivered that are all hopefully going to be out in as many shops as we can get them in, or he can get them in by the end of June, early July. And obviously you've already ordered one, he'll be signing it and sending it out, etc, etc. But yeah, DM me if you need any further information, or obviously at Gary James Writer. You can actually give it DM him for this Peter Barnes authorised biography, of course, on a wing and a prayer, of course it is. So a lot of people looking forward to that. So yeah, if you've not already ordered one, seek it out over the next few days. Yeah, other things on social media to finish off. No more away goals in the UEFA competitions. Well, that's an odd one, isn't it? I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. A lot of people are saying it'll lead to a lot of negativity, obviously, when a team obviously plays away, etc., etc. But which is the reason it was brought in the first place, to make it, go the away team to attack a little bit more to try and get that goal. But it'd be interesting to see how it works. I'm a bit 50-50 either way, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. But yeah, I'm not too sure. About. Let me know what you think anyway in the comments. Let me. I don't say we've only ever suffered from it, I think, haven't we? Since this was obviously it's been in a long time. Don't forget, it's been. I mean, we have suffered even back in the 70s. I think where we sort of drew at home and then only drew 0-0 away and stuff like this. So I don't think we've actually benefited. I mean, we probably have somewhere along the line, but I can only remember the bad ones. I can remember the times we've lost. Obviously you're thinking recently, of course, you're talking Monaco and Tottenham, aren't you? But even back in the day, back years and years ago, in the 70s when we started playing in Europe, I can't think of many where we benefit. You might be able to, but just off the top of my head, which off there, I can't really think. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how the games go and what difference it'll make. I don't think it'll make a lot of difference, to be honest, until the crucial knockout stages. Anyway. Wazza, we always feature Wazza, don't we? At Wazza64 MCFC, some great stuff on Wazza's. Give him a follow on Twitter, some great postings, and he's got some. Looking at the ticking over of United, the 34 years without a trophy, and of course he did a little thing with his season cards and tickets, etc., with the spelling out 34. That's fantastic, because obviously throughout those trophyless years, he and like many of us carried on going, didn't we? 34 years and we're still here and all that sort of thing. But that was a great image supplied by Wazza. And Robert Taylor, yeah, I don't know if this was specifically made or where you can buy that gin there. It's fantastic with the Sergio Aguero, and I'm not a big fan of gin, but if someone treated me to this, I might put a gin and a lot of tonic in it and see what I think, or mix it with something else to see if I like it. But yeah, that's a great image. That's a great presentation box, wasn't it, for that Sergio Aguero stuff? And there was some great cars last week for Father's Day. I was seeing quite a few. Obviously, Ginger Wig had his sort of ones, but I think that's a brilliant one, isn't it? Dad and Harry, always Belle and Sergio, posted by Peter Green. Yeah, that was one of my favourite. I think of all the cars I've seen, obviously there's some really good ones. Ginger Wig has some great ones, but I think that's one of my best ones that I've seen, to be honest with you. I really like that. Sharon Latham, remember her, the photographer at City? That's Snapper Shaz. Yeah, I believe it's on now, or it's been on, but you have to check. I think I did this a few days ago. Red House Gallery. Check out at Red House Gallery. Yeah, a little online exhibition. It's not going as an exhibition around anywhere, but obviously they've not ruled that out in the future. But of course, give Sharon Latham your support and go online and have a look at that as Snapper Shaz. So whether there's any sales involved and stuff, I'm not too sure. But seek out Red House Gallery anyway, and Sharon Latham, and obviously there'll be a lot of sort of Oasis stuff and stuff she's done. Obviously, I'm sure there's some City stuff in there as well, so that'll be very, very interesting. David Miller, yeah, he posted fantastic. I mean, yeah, I used to do, I have my scrapbooks. I used to do like match reports when I used to play for football teams. I used to do a monthly brochure for my amateur teams, like a little program with pen picks in it and stuff like that. But yeah, David Miller posted some great images of his personal match reports in scrapbook. So he's actually written reports of a match and then added images from the papers to him and stuff like that. And I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Very neat writer. I wasn't too bad at writing, but when I got a bit tired, my writing got a bit messy. So there you go. I preferred it when computers came in and typewriters and I could type things. But there you go. But well, it's great. If you did anything like that, let us know anything you've got. Send us your images of stuff like that. I say it's fantastic. That, as I say, it's the sort of thing I sort of tried to do myself, but I wasn't very arty at it. So obviously, in the advent of typewriters and stuff, I wasn't too bad. And Helen Daniels there, before we go on to our last little thing, the best ever cat flap. Yeah, absolutely excellent, wasn't it? That little cat flap. That's fantastic. I've never seen that. I don't know where it's from. I'm sure if you do, if you try and get in touch with I'll try and get in touch with Ellen Daniels if you need to know where it's come. But if you put Manchester City cat flap on the internet, I'm sure you'll see it. But I've never seen anything like that before. That's fantastic. Or if you know anything about it, give us a shout. And yeah, to finish this little thing off, yeah, I'll show you some images on screen as I'm talking here now. Obviously, Man City match shirts at Mark MMMAC, obviously a very popular guy with all his old player worn shirts, etc. He was asking people for it'll be coming up on screen as I'm chatting away now, asking people for the sort of first ever City shirt they wore. Some people have put shirts on that, obviously not the first, but obviously perhaps one of the earliest images they've got, but they're going to be showing up on screen now, so enjoy them anyway while I'll rattle on here and go on about it. Yeah, I did send him mine when I had my red and black striped kit on, but obviously that wasn't my first, that was my second, so I cheated a little bit, but I couldn't find my one with my sky blue. Well, it was black and white colour, so black and white photo, so you wouldn't have seen it anyway. But yeah, I did send him that one as mine. Obviously, people are still sending them in now as I'm recording this, so I've put as many as I can on there. There's some great shirts on there, I must admit, and some people as old as me as well, I can see from looking through those pictures. Anyway, I'm keep flashing them on the screen. I think about 28 or 29 photos in all, so have a look through them while I'm waffling on. Of course, just as I said, let me know anything you want, any mentions you want for anything, just give us a shout or DM me or whatever on Twitter or Facebook or on here. It doesn't matter where. I'll get the message and sort it out from there. So please, if you're any interested, of course, just check out all my recent Citizen, well, mainly past at the moment. Obviously, with no games on at the moment, it's all about the past, isn't it? So I'm putting plenty of stuff out there. I've got a new couple of things coming out in safe hand, sort of in safe hands, one about keepers, City's number 9s, or lots of different stuff, obviously, to keep you entertained. And it's saying, now I've shot through this 1,000 barrier, let's build it up from there. Let's get on to the next 1,000. Let's get on to 2,000. That'd be fantastic. And keep doing these history vlogs. And of course, when the season starts, I can do my city present stuff as well. So there you go. And another minute or so while these little, I'll just give you a little chance to look at all these images, etc., of these shirts. But if you've got anything like that, if you've got any images of your old shirts, I was going to get my kids. I've got a few of the kids ones here from when they were little, but I knew this was going to go on for over 20 minutes, so I thought, no, I'll do that. I'll do them separate. I was just going to show you them as well, but I thought I'd just do this for now, and obviously they can be used for another day. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that episode 14 of the One City Show. And it probably, I mean, it's just a little bit over a week since the last one, so I'll probably do these every couple of weeks, unless there's loads of stuff like there has been today. I say I don't really like going over 20 minutes. It gets a bit long, doesn't it? It gets, you know, you get a bit, but it's amazing how time flies when you're doing it anyway. Well, there you go. Get the end to this, and hope you enjoyed those. Hope you enjoyed those shirts, and a good way to finish this little episode. Anyway, whatever you're going to do with the rest of your day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. So we meet here again on the Citizen channel, or perhaps have a flit across, have a look at my film and TV channel. I only ask one thing of you. Please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.